It's beautiful.
Is that a ball of water?
So, you finally made it, Shulk.
It's you.
What is it, Shulk?
I cannot wait to see which path you choose. Let us meet again after you have made your choice.
Welcome, Shulk. That voice! It's Zanza!
But he looks different.
I had planned to use the body obtained from Shulk as a vessel in which to dwell for the next millennium. However, I came to possess a great and unexpected power.
Mayneth's Monado.
Correct. In addition to my own Monado, which you kept safe for me, I was also able to obtain a second weapon which holds the power of creation. Now I possess all I desire. There is no longer any need for the life of Bionis. I must thank you indeed, Shulk. You were of more use to me than any of my disciples. Now that I have the Monados, I can forgive you your betrayal.
Ha! You gonna give him a reward?
Precisely. I will have him serve as my new disciple. You will be granted eternal life and unimaginable strength. Death will be but a fleeting afterthought.
Are you so arrogant to believe that the High Entia... No. All life on Bionis are nothing but your playthings!
Playthings?
Yes! You don't know how it feels to have slain my brethren after they had transformed into Tephra.
What are you talking about? A Tephra is a High Entia's true form. I did not transform them. I returned them. The Tephra are mere cells from my body. I conferred intelligence upon them on a mistaken whim, creating a primitive life form, the High Entia. They enjoyed a brief existence as sentient beings. For that, they should be grateful.
So this is the arrogance of a creator.
As I planned, the life of Bionis existed simply to serve as my vessels and my food. Bionis is nothing more than an accumulation of their corpses and life energy.
But though you feign omnipotence, the High Entia still confined you to Prison Island. That is how limited you are.
Confined me? I was merely resting there for a while. I was wounded in the battle with Mayneth's vessel. I simply awaited the day when a new vessel, revealed to me in a vision, would be born.
Until I was born.
Precisely. I intended to inhabit your body and once again do battle with Mayneth. However, I had no idea that I would defeat her so easily.
Mayneth.
You did a great deed in granting me a new Monado. I will gladly take you as my new disciple, Shulk.
Never! I don't want to be your vessel, or your disciple! I just want to live my life as a Homs, in a world without you!
That is most regrettable. You could have entrusted all to me and attained peace. But perhaps the vision of mortals will ever remain limited. Using one's power to change the world. That is a right possessed only by gods.
Is that why you laid waste to Mechonis?
Of course. Along with the beings called Mechon, who followed Mayneth. They had evolved and become insolent under her protection.
So you're saying us Homs are next in line, eh?
You are correct. You yourselves have proven that Homs are a dangerous species. How unfortunate. I had a desire for friendship. But granting intelligence to the lives I created was a mistake. A god should not long for friendship.
You're wrong! Maynard chose to exist alongside us. She grew to consider us her friends. You should have accepted that. But what you were hoping for was not friendship. You wanted worthless slaves. Our lives as food.
Just as I suspected, it appears that I was mistaken to grant free will. However, all will soon be over. The Telethia will exterminate all life on Bionis. I will then create a new world. Just as I have done many times before.
We will not allow it. We cannot. We will stop you!
Time for the actual final boss of the game now. There have been several characters where it's been like, are you the final boss? Are you the final boss? But here we are now, finally at the final boss. Dang it! He's already summoning Zanza Guardians. If you leave these Zanza Guardians alive, they will chain attack you. It's ridiculous. So let's keep this one toppled here. You know what, let's do this. Let's try to take out this one here. But yeah, and yeah, Shulk's character change in this game is spectacular. Like, it's what that wasn't from the back. Like, it's incredible how much his character has changed. Like, he went from being so bloodthirsty at the beginning, though part of his bloodthirst was because Zanza was a part of him and was like feeding that bloodthirst. But still. There we go, we took out the one.
Not so fast.
Okay,
What, we're targeting Zanza instead of the other Zanza Guardian? Oh, come on, man.
not bad.
Alright, let's target the other Zanza Guardian here. Because yeah, if you don't target the other Zanza Guardians, they freaking chain attack you. It's not okay. Yeah, so the Zanza Guardians look a bit more like Zanza's original form did. Alright, yeah, I need you to stay in the game here. Charlotte, this is what we need. Dunban, come over here, please. There we go. Alright, you're broken. Alright, let's go ahead and inflict daze here. Oh my goodness, all the freaking damage on the screen there. My goodness. Come on. Why is Zanza going after freaking Charlotte? That is so rude. Stop going after my healer. No, I don't think Zanza's a spirit at all in Ultimate. That would be really cool, though. Oh, we reached level 78. Yeah, if Zanza was a spirit in Smash Ultimate, that'd be really cool. Oh, here we go.
Doesn't belong to you.
The future doesn't belong to you. Yeah, so in this battle, if you want to use your visions, you have to use quick time events like that. So, like, clearly Shulk's struggling a little bit to have his visions.
No. How can you still have visions?
I know, right? Yeah, take the aggro off of Charlotte.
Dance with me.
There we go. Let's just make sure that continues to hit Dunban.
How can you
He's using
still have
plus
visions?
damage. There we go. Let's pick him up.
Worldly.
Yeah, Zanza seems a bit surprised that Shulk still has visions. Also has level with the triple question marks. It's very interesting, you know. But yeah, Zanza's clearly not too impressed that Shulk still has visions.
The future doesn't belong to you.
The future doesn't belong to you. Monado cross. Oh my goodness. Can we get to a chain attack here? Yes. Let's do this. Let's see what we can do here. There we go. There's break visions, the ones you're nearly 100% sure Elvis provides. Yeah, those. Yeah, where are they coming from? Guess we'll find out. Oh, he's immune to daze, though. Dang it, I was hoping that would get extended so I could actually do something about this. Okay, what do I do here? What do I do here? One Charlotte. Put a shield on Dunban. And then I'm gonna heal Dunban. Dang it, he doesn't have enough health to survive it. Dang it.
Thank you.
Oh, thank goodness I just barely got enough party gauge to revive Dunban here. Go down so I can pick you up.
It's not over yet.
Come on.
Apologies.
But yeah, No, I've dented his health. It's like halfway down, since that's his health bar there. I've definitely dented it. Not of fear. Oh, dang, I just wasted that. Aggro off me, please. There we go. Boopity bop. If aggro could be off me, that'd be great. Oh. Monado left.
I can't.
What do I do here? Also, notice how the side with Shulk's Monado looks like the Bionis, and the side of him that looks like Mayneth's Monado looks like the Mechonis. Which is
How can you still have vision?
very interesting character design there. Like, so his right arm is the sword of the Bionis, so that's what looks all Bionis and biological. Whereas in his left hand here is a sword from Mayneth, the Mechonis, so that side looks like the Mechonis. So it's very interesting design like that. Alright, so Dunban is going to take aggro from Sharla. Like that.
How can you still have vision?
There we go. And then we can pick up Dunban. He barely takes any damage from that. Easy peasy. Then we do this. Take aggro off me with Shadow Eye. There we go. And Backslash is able to do a decent bit of damage. Oh, another vision.
Doesn't belong to you. Behold, supreme power.
Is this the one that I can't do anything about?
How can this be?
Can Dunban dodge it? Can I make him dodge it? Let's see here. What if I warn him and tell him to raise his evasion? Nope, that didn't do anything. Come on, game. Well, I still have enough party gauge to revive him once he goes down. Yeah, that damage immunity sure doesn't help as much as I hoped it would. Jeez, that Monado cross where he uses both swords is kind of insanely strong.
How can you read my movements?
How can you read my movements? I love Xanth's lines during this. How can you still have visions? How can you read my movements? He's immune to daze, so there's no point in doing that, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, I'll try not to. Why is aggro on Sharla? Get up, Sharla!
Let's aim higher, Sharla.
Come on! Yeah, health is almost down. Backslash.
You mere vessels dare to oppose the will of a god. Then I shall obliterate everything with my unimaginable power. Now, behold the true form of a united world!
Now here we go, the true final boss.
Only the divine may shape the future. Nicely done.
Alright, so yeah, the right side of him looks like the Bionis, the left side like the Mechonis, and the bottom of him looks like a Telethia. So it's very interesting character design, but yeah. And now, World Reconstruct. Yeah, now it's starting to get pretty crazy. Wow, World Reconstruct didn't do what I thought it would do there. Maybe he just like canceled it out there. He changed his mind or something. Alright, I need some inspiration before this chain attack. There we go. Monado combo. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Please don't. Oh, Dunban's dodging it. Dunban's such a good dodger. My goodness. Okay, let's see here. There we go, there's the break. To the topple. He's immune to topple?
My rifle's getting hotter.
The final boss is immune to topple? Well, now I know. Don't use the party gauge to do chain attacks. Use it just purely to revive teammates and warn allies. Yeah, props to the game devs indeed. Like, jeez. 10k damage. Well, let's just build up that party gauge and revive Dunban once he goes down, I think is the best play. I don't think I can really stop this. Telling Sharla to put a shield on Dunban wouldn't do much. And if I warn one of my allies and use the party gauge for that and it doesn't do anything, then I won't be able to revive them because it uses up the party gauge for that. So let's just hope nobody goes down here because now I don't have enough party gauge to actually revive. Come on. Black hole. Uh-oh. I need some encouragement. There we go. I'm surprised he hasn't used a world reconstruct again. Usually that changes the battlefield a bit and summons more Zanza Guardians. I don't know why it didn't the first time. I don't know why he decided not to. Alright, let's raise physical arts and lower aggro with Shadow Eye and then backslash. That still does a decent bit of damage there. Mechon Buster. Oh my goodness, Charlotte has 1 health left. Get up, Charlotte. Oh my goodness. Yeah, where we are is also a very good question. Here's World Reconstruct. Yikes. Alright, Zanza Guardians. Alright, I need some encouragement. Alright. Yeah, if you leave the Zanza Guardians up, they do chain attack you. So, I need to get a vision here. And a low Carvia. Hope things are going well today. Monado shooter. What am I supposed to do about this? What do I do? Monado speed on Dunban. Can he dodge them? No?
Chain attack time.
Oh?
Do it! Dunban, listen!
Try to dodge it, Dunban.
Alright.
Dang, is it not going to be enough?
This isn't going well. You cannot defy
dang it.
my will.
Oh, come on. I'm having another vision immediately after the first one? It's from the Zanza Guardian? Oh, man. Welcome to the sickest series game final in the history of this channel thus far. Seems about right. Oh, come on. Pick me up, pick me up. Come on. Somebody, please. Come on, Dunban. Dunban, pick me up.
Get a hold of yourself.
Thank you.
Let's focus our efforts.
Alright, we need to take out these Zanza Guardians right now before they chain attack us.
This is the power of a god.
That's what we need to do. Oh, come on!
Electric gut buster.
Maybe I wasn't high enough level for this after all. Come on, pick me up, Dunban.
The real fight begins now.
Alright, I need a little bit of party gauge. Oh no, another vision already?
Belong to you.
Monado Eater.
Impossible.
Let's encourage here.
I will draw strength from gods with me.
I need to get the party gauge up enough to revive Charlotte real quick. Everything's missing. Okay, Dunban brought it up. Let's get the healer back up.
Feel my power return.
Heal Dunban so this doesn't kill him. Just barely didn't kill him, but is it gonna matter? It might not matter though.
Let's focus our efforts.
Come on. This fight is actually so hard. Okay, we got the heal off. Thank goodness for that. Oh, no, I don't want to use my Monado arts. Okay, that's one Zanza Guardian. Jeez, these Zanza Guardians are so stressful. Okay, Shulk needs inspiration. Okay, we can pull back. We can pull back from this. That was really close there. Okay. What's Zanza doing in the meantime? You just chilling over there? Yeah? Okay, you have fun. You have fun over there. I need to take out the Zanza Guardian. Oh, that doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound good at all. That was... He killed both of us with the one attack? Get over here, Dunban. Where are you going? Get back here. Get back here. I swear if you die... I swear if you die, Dunban. Get back here. What are you doing? Come on, you're almost dead, man.
The real fight begins.
Well,
We haven't lost yet.
you get the healer up.
I'm good to go.
Come on.
Need some space.
I need to give some inspiration all around. Encourage. Oh my goodness. Well, there goes the entire party gauge to revive everybody. Mechon Buster. Dang it, please don't kill him. Oh, this fight is so stressful. This is like one of the most stressful fights. No, not Monado. World Reconstruct again already. Oh, but it didn't make the new scene and the Zanza Guardians. If it made the new scene and Zanza Guardians, I would not have had enough party gauge to revive teammates to like survive this battle. But yeah, you're indeed satisfied so far. It's an insane battle. You need to be like so prepared for it. I think I should have been more prepared for this fight than I am. Finalist boss buster. Oh, Miss Dunban, thank goodness. Well, may as well use Shaker Edge right now since he's immune to freaking days anyway. It's not like I can save it for Daisy. Shulk needs some inspiration. There we go. There we go. Let's go ahead and use Mechon Buster. Please miss. Thank goodness. Dunban is such a good dodge tank, except for during visions. Oh yeah, don't use chain attack for freaking. I can't even topple him anyway, so. There's no point wasting the party gauge when it's probably not even going to be extended. When I need it to revive my teammates, considering how difficult this fight is. Let's save the party gauge. Don't use chain attacks. Can I do anything about this? Or do I just have to like pick him up after he goes down? Put a shield on Dunban. I'll heal Dunban. Dang, it's still gonna kill him. It still does more damage than he has health. But yeah, this is a very long boss fight here. Oh, come on. Come on. Now inspire Shulk. Okay.
Come on, Shala. We're not. Let's focus our
Okay,
efforts.
there goes half our party gauge just on that there. Come on. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Oh, he killed me. Oh, man. Okay, we have enough party gauge to pick me up, but nobody after that, because that's our last notch.
We can rest later.
We can rest later. Oh, come on. I don't have any party gauge. I'm having a vision. Can't do anything about it. I don't have any party gauge. I might be able to get some party gauge here quick. There we go. I got just enough. Yes, go after Dunban. Let's heal Dunban so this isn't as like devastating. I'll get away from that to make sure it doesn't hit me too. Okay, let's go pick up my allies here. Okay. Oh no, not World Reconstruct again. Is there gonna be the Zanza Guardians again? Oh, come on.
Focus our efforts.
We need to take out these Zanza Guardians like right now. Oh, come on. Please be a Zanza Guardian vision.
This is the power of a god.
How can this be?
Excuse me, what?
Monado, lend us your power.
Excuse me, what? Alright, let's extend the topple on the Zanza Guardian. I just don't want... Okay, we topple both of them with Monado. Uh-oh. I need to use Shadow Eye to take aggro off me. Yes, go after Dunban, please. Thank you. Yeah, so Dunban's gonna go down. I'm gonna have to pick him up, but I have enough party. What? He killed all three of us at once? Are you kidding me?
Only the divine may
What the heck, man? That is not fair. Come on. Screw this boss. His OP attack should only be allowed to target one ally. Oh, okay, so the World Reconstruct there didn't make a new scene. I don't know what determines whether it makes the new scene or not, but... Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's a thing that just occurred. Okay, let's not use chain attacks unless it's on the Zanza Guardians. Okay, this time's the time. But yeah, so if you're a high enough level and you get to the final boss, you'll just be like looping here infinitely, trying it over and over. Which is why it's important to save right before you come here. Before the fight with Dixon. I need to save that party gauge. Look how much damage you've already done to him. This probably isn't going to last long though, is it? Here comes the Mechonis Buster. Oh, it missed him. Oh, but it hit Charla though. Alright. Let's do that. Give Dunban a little bit of healing since he's the tank. Inspire Charla. Hadn't I already done that damage before? It seems like I've barely done any damage from like the last time I checked when I said look how much damage we've already done. I need some encouragement. There we go, there's the encouragement. The shoulder's feeling a little bit down on himself there. Alright, let's get back for a backslash. Need to heal Dunban. Okay. Please dodge it. Please dodge it. Yes, and it didn't hit Charlotte that time either. Alright, so now I know. Next time I have a vision for something crazy, I better get out of the way of it. Give it a wide berth, because even though the vision only shows it hitting one person, it's probably going to hit everybody. So that's just the way that it is. Heal Dunban quick. Oh, dang it, he's using World Reconstruct. Dang it, here come the Zanza Guardians, right? Yep.
Let's focus on
Okay, let's focus on this one. Alright, yes, this one's back is facing to me, so if we extend the chain attack, I'll be able to do backslash. But yeah, so I guess we're not doing the final boss first attempt since we already lost once. Okay, extend it, yes.
Hey, not so fast.
Okay, backslash. Dang, it was only extended to there. Anyway, I can use Shaker Edge again here to extend it even further. Backslash, and let's use Monado's Cyclone to keep him toppled even longer. There we go, that's that one down. So now we don't have to worry about them chain attacking us. Dang it, I just used my whole party gauge for the chain attack. Is this what killed us all at once before? Should I give this a wide berth? Oh, we already have most of our party gauge back. Great.
Understood, Dumba.
Well, everything's missing. I'm just gonna give this a wide berth, don't mind me. I'm just gonna like go back here. I'm gonna chill over here, you guys have fun. Yep, that's just about what I figured would happen. So, I mean, let's pick up the healer first, actually.
Hang in there.
Is what we're gonna do.
I'm slowing us down.
Get up Dunban. Now we're out of party gauge, though. So,
Let's focus our efforts.
yeah, focus efforts on this. Okay. We can recover from this. We just need to get the party gauge back up in case somebody goes down again. Oh. Okay. Okay, we recovered from that. So it looked like the play is just let my allies die and freaking run off to the edge and hope that it doesn't hit me too. And then I revive them if I have enough party gauge. Where's Charla? Okay, looks like Dunban inspired her, so I didn't want to. Look how big the Monados are now. Ah.
The future doesn't belong to you.
My Honest Buster on Shulk. If this goes after Dunban instead, he might be able to dodge it.
Sorry. Come on, you can do it.
Warren Dunban, you take aggro off of me, please. Oh, I can't even give you Monado speed. It's not No, not Charla. Oh no! Right as I say, oh no, and that's when Shulk says it too. Wait, here it comes. Is he going after Dunban instead? Oh, it did, and he lived it though. Yes, here's Blossom Dance. There we go. We have 160 IQ. What for like dodging the attack, letting my allies die, then picking them up? With my current party setup, this is not an optimal party setup. With my current party setup, I think that might be the best thing that I can do. Honestly, like this is not an optimal party at all, but I like this party. If that goes after Dunban, can he dodge it? Can I make him dodge it? Monado speed to make him dodge it? Yes, it's gonna miss. Yes. Watch him turn towards me at the last second. There we go. Easy miss. Oh, come on. The backslash missed. Okay, we have a full party gauge, but no Charlotte. It's not chain attack time. I'm not gonna use up the whole party gauge just for that. Like, I'm gonna need it right here if I'm already having a vision. Jeez, so many vision moments. So stressful. Oh, this is the thing that hits everybody. Yeah, I'm just gonna position myself back here real quick. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna stay right back here because that's gonna kill both my allies. So then I'm gonna use 2 out of the 3 notches of the party gauge there. To, you know, revive everyone. Oh, are you getting out of the way, Charla? Yes, please get out of the way. Oh, it still hits Charla there though. You couldn't just move out of the way.
Definitely do this. You can do it.
Come on. Get up, Dunban.
Not over yet, Dunban.
Up you get.
This isn't.
Get.
Oh no.
Shulk needs a little bit of inspiration. There we go. There's the inspiration he needed.
That's what I need.
Again?
The future doesn't belong to you. This is the power of a god.
Well, I mean, it's not gonna kill her. Can you take aggro, please, Dunban? Let's warn Dunban. Tell him to take aggro off of Charla.
We seized our future.
There.
No way.
Alright, I'll get ready to heal Dunban because I know that's going to do insane damage to him. There we go, and I already healed him a little bit. Like, and he's already using Blossom Dance. Oh, Black Hole, this is like what discourages the team. I need some encouragement. Encourage me, Dunban. Oh, Charlotte ran all the way to encourage me.
It's not over yet, Dunban.
Well, let's just hope that I don't have another vision right now because I have no party gauge at the moment. Okay, heal Dunban for a little bit. And right as I say, here's the vision. Yeah, that's how the final boss works. This is by Honest Buster again on Charla.
The future is
Oh, it's changing to him killing me. Alright, Shadow Eye, take aggro off me.
the future is changing.
Yeah, that's.
No way.
Wait, but that's gonna kill Charla. Uh-oh, I better use these side attacks here to build the party gauge. Wait, did it miss? No, it went after Dunban. That's good. See, dang it, not World Reconstruct. Oh, come on.
Now we're clear. Let's focus our efforts.
Okay, we have to go after the Zanza Guardian so we don't get chain attacked. Already?
Doesn't belong to you.
Oh, come on. No, this is the thing that kills everyone. This is the thing that killed everyone at once last time. Can I get enough of a party gauge to revive them both once it goes through? No, apparently not. Let's give it a wide area here. He's gonna kill them both. See if I can make them dodge it. Nope. Oh, but I do have enough party gauge to revive them both. Okay, Charlotte first.
We haven't lost yet.
I'm okay.
Pick up. Done, man. Okay. Okay, let's just hope that he doesn't use Titan Bazooka in a while. Okay, can I hit them both with... Okay, I hit the other one with that. I inflicted that one with break, so let's go ahead and use Monado Cyclone. It'll topple the one I'm not even targeting. Oh, come on. Please be of a Zanza Guardian. Dang it, it's of Zanza. If it was Titan Bazooka, I would have been so dead. Maybe if somebody else takes aggro, I might be able to do something here. What? Did that cancel my freaking... my Monado Cyclone?
We carve our own future.
Yes, go after someone else, because if I die and there's no party gauge, it's all over. I died and there's no party gauge. Everyone died.
Only the divine may shape the future.
What the heck, man? What am I supposed to do here? I'm doing everything I can. He's using World Reconstruct immediately. I need him to not do that. I feel like I just gotta get a bit lucky here. Like, this is a very difficult final boss. Let me tell you. One of the most stressful final bosses. I've fallen and... oh, I can get up. Thanks, Dunban. Okay, this time's the time. Third try's the charm. You ready? Third time is the time. Just you wait. The third time will be... what Monado arts do I have that might be useful here? Not really anything apart from Cyclone. Cyclone's like the only really thing that can serve me in this battle, and only against like the Zanza Guardians. Welcome back, Han. You missed me dying again. This is a tip number 3.
Doesn't belong to you. This is the power of
and this is the thing that tends to kill everyone. Well, I mean, I can try to make Dunban dodge it, but I don't think he will. Hello, tacos. Wait, is this only gonna hit Dunban though? Okay, good, because it likes to kill everybody. And now everybody's being discouraged from the black hole thing. Encourage me, please, Dunban. You gotta encourage me or not? No. No encouragement. You want to encourage me, Charla? Okay, never mind. Dunban did encourage me. I'm dead again. Yikes. I need to pick me up. Yikes.
Sorry, it's my fault.
Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Yikes, this is some stressful stuff here. Dang it, here come the Zanza Guardians then. Alright, let's focus on this one. Can I stream edge both of them? Well, I hit the one. Oh, guess we're going into days then. Sweet. Yes, let's please delete this one here. Let's heal Charla for a little bit. Uh-oh. Please don't use the bazooka thing. Please don't. Yeah, dang, it's the bazooka thing. Yeah, a lot of things are happening. I don't think I can do anything about this. I think I just have to not have the whole party die at once. That's pretty much what I have to do. So I'll like wait a second here after this one dies. Okay, yeah, there's not much I can do about this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and give this a wide berth, wait for it to kill my teammates there. Alright, so one of the Zanza Guardians is down. Wait, Charla lived? Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Apologies.
This isn't.
Come on. Ah, dang it. Okay. Get up, Charlotte.
Hang in there.
Sorry.
I need to heal Charlotte. All right.
Let's focus our efforts.
Stop targeting Zanza, Dunban. We need to target this dude. Again, I swear, if you use the bazooka thing, I'm so done with this game. Okay. Manageable. This is manageable. Barely. It's barely manageable, but it's at least a little bit manageable. You know? Okay, let's try taking out this dude here. There's no point healing Charlotte. She's about to die. I'll just save my party gauge here for... Wait, what?
Only the divine may shape the future.
I'm using just the replica Monado. Is all it is. Well, fourth time's the charm. Fourth time is the charm. Oh man, oh man. I couldn't get any of the other ones. I'm too under leveled for it. He resists slow or break?
The future doesn't belong to you.
Yeah, I assume that's supposed to be shaped there, huh? But yeah, this final boss though, it's... Come on. Yeah, we are not getting anywhere here, are we? We have to get lucky, it seems like. And it seems like for a lot of the vision things, I just have to try to have it not hit the whole party. Get up, done, man.
We haven't lost yet.
Come on.
Apologies. This
Come on.
isn't me.
My rifle.
Nope.
You are all doomed.
That is rude. I need to be broken out of my days. Zanza no-hit run. It's not like it's a freaking skill-based game when it comes to you being able to dodge. It's a freaking RPG here. So, it's not like I'd be playing Smash Bros or something like that, so there's no way there'd be a no-hit run for Zanza. Unless you just make everybody the craziest level 99 dodge tank ever. Even then, it's probably not possible. Alright. Alright, I need some inspiration too. There we go. It would be very interesting though. Something also interesting to see are speedruns of this game, considering it's like so long. Speedruns of this in Xenoblade 2 are like some of the longest speedruns ever. RPG no-hit run Zanza, no.
This is the power of a god.
Definitely not. Well, I mean, I don't know how much I can be doing. Oh, he's dodging it. Sweet. Thank goodness for that. Please don't hit Charlotte, though. Oh, no! Oh, why am I having another vision already? Wasn't that one supposed to? Oh. Well, okay, that sweeps. Oh. We're gonna hit multiple of us at once. So if I can keep aggro on me, actually, purposefully this time, so it doesn't hit my teammates, I'll even use these side attacks from the front to make sure that aggro stays on me. There, so it just hit me instead of my teammates. Yeah, it seems like I can never, like, completely stop these visions from coming true. I can just do my best to, like, lessen how much damage it does. Actually, let's focus our efforts on this one. I changed my mind. Let's wait for the other one to come close. Alright, let's go ahead and use Monado's Cyclone to try to topple them both here. Get both of them toppled. I swear, if you use the beam. Dang it! It's the beam. Can we take out one of the Zanza Guardians before that? Okay, we have a full party gauge, though. So things are A-O good. Okay. Time to skedaddle before this kills everything. I'm just gonna, you know, move over here, you know, and chill. Yeah, that went about how I figured that would happen. Leave me alone, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Go after Deadman, please.
Let's focus our efforts.
I swear, if I have another vision like right now already. Okay,
let's focus our efforts.
There goes all my party gauge. So that kind of sucks. I can't afford to have a vision right now. Wait, what killed me?
Stay focused.
What the heck is happening?
Only the divine may
Come
shape the future.
on! What is happening? Why can't I win this fight? I grind up to level 78. I've beaten this at like level 75 before.
Instrument of destruction and
What the heck is happening, man?
Risky thing. The future doesn't belong to you.
Maybe I should have grinded up to level 80 after all. Because I really don't want to redo the Dixon fight.
Go on.
I would really like it if you took aggro down, man.
Can you still fight?
I would really like it if you took aggro off of me.
We seized our future.
That would be nice.
This is the power of a god.
Whoa.
That's good.
Heal quick. Come on.
It's not over yet, Dunban. You can
Come on.
do it.
Aggro off of me, please.
You are all doomed.
Okay, looks like Dunban's using Blossom Dance. Let's help Charla real quick. Yes, I need those heals. Aggro off of me.
The future doesn't belong to you. This is the power.
Well, there's the one-shot guaranteed kill. Well, I don't think I can get Dunban to dodge it. I don't think I can. I can use Monado's speed, but that doesn't do anything. And he just used Serene Heart to increase his evasion, and he still doesn't dodge it. I used Charla's shield on him to reduce damage, and it still does more damage than he has health. So it's like, what the heck do I even do? What do I do, man? Right? Oh my goodness, I just took so much damage there. Aggro off of me, please, 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 please. I don't think I can afford to have a vision right now.
You are all doomed.
I can't go on.
Oh my goodness. And I don't have any party gauge right now. Just try to build it up real quick. Aggro off of me.
I can change the future.
Okay, cool. I'm having another vision?
Doesn't belong to you. You are all doomed.
I mean, at least it's not the super crazy thing.
I missed.
Oh, but it's still gonna kill.
Forget it. Thank you.
Let's just build up some party gauge right now.
It's ours to decide. You are all doomed.
Yeah.
This isn't going well.
Yeah, you are all doomed sounds about right. Oh, dang, he's using World Reconstruct. Yeah, just scream that at your next local.
Let's focus our efforts.
Okay, can I use Stream Edge to hit them both? They're pretty far. Let's see here.
We can definitely.
Dang, I just hit the one, but let's topple.
Blow you away.
There we go. I can't afford
Doesn't belong
this
to you.
right now.
This is the power.
No, he's doing that thing? Come on. The thing that one-shots everybody instantly.
Pesky thing.
Well, let's do some damage here before I skedaddle out of here. Okay, now I need a skedaddle.
This isn't going well.
Now I need to skedaddle. Can you kill that dude first? Charlotte lived it somehow with 1 health. I don't know how.
It's not a Charlotte. Nice shot.
Okay, that one. Wow, I guess Charlotte sniped that Zanza Guardian. Alright, yes, you need some heals.
Let's focus our efforts.
Yes, go after the Zanza Guardian. He has a shield up, so I'm just gonna miss right now, I think.
Choose a Charlotte.
Ow, rude. And wait for that shield to go down. Come on.
The future doesn't belong to you.
Why can't I have a vision from the Zanza Guardian? Why does it always have to be freaking action? Okay, this actually hit everybody last time, so I mean...
Sorry.
So maybe I'll just try to get out of the way of it. Maybe this is the play. I'm gonna go over this way. You guys have fun. Have fun. Okay, it did hit Dunban too, but he actually lived it.
We haven't lost yet.
Everybody needs inspiration. Come on, use Stream Edge already. There we go.
We can definitely do this.
We take out the Zanza Guardian.
We can do even better.
Okay, backslash should do it. There we go. Look how little damage I've done to him, though. I've done like so little damage to Zanza after this long.
Pull yourself together.
Okay. Why is Shulk discouraged?
Finish this.
Yeah, fire it up.
The future doesn't belong to you.
Maybe I should be using chain attacks after all, just for the damage. I might be able to build up enough party gauge in order to revive teammates after it anyway. Because, let's see here. Like, what can I do here with it?
Here I come.
You know?
Charlotte.
Nice, it's gonna miss now. Okay.
I'm on it.
Now I need to use Heal Blast with Charlotte.
Healing coming up.
Okay.
Hey, not so fast.
Let's extend that chain attack.
My turn.
There might be an exact amount of HP for this guy. You could probably find it online somewhere, but I don't know where it'd be. He's not immune to break, but... Oh, you can topple him.
I'm on it.
Can I daze him?
Take her.
He's just immune to daze. I got
Okay,
confused
perfect.
apparently.
We are advanced with the battlefield.
Okay. But he's only briefly toppled.
Fire.
Is the thing. Is the thing there. Yeah, pretty much. That pretty much seems like his HP. It's pretty crazy. Alright, so let that vision come true, because it's gonna miss stun ban. Alright, maybe I should be using chain attacks after all. Maybe it is the play. Because I can do a lot with them. Potentially.
Heal counter.
Not always. Dang it, here comes World Reconstruct. Oh, but it wasn't the one where he makes a new world thing and Zanza Guardians come out. Alright, I need that line to go to Charlotte too. There we go. I've been on this fight a while. Okay.
Here we go.
Okay, let's see here. So I can topple him, but it's only for like a moment that I can topple him.
Charlotte, full force.
He didn't even get toppled that time.
Game over.
Let's extend that.
Hey, not so fast.
Okay, my turn.
Let's use Monado's Cyclone. Try to topple him with this.
I'll blow you away.
Alright.
Monado Cyclone.
What do you mean immune to topple? He wasn't earlier.
Soaring.
Does it change as it goes on?
Escape.
My turn.
Okay. Oh, you
Hey,
missed.
not so fast.
Got it.
Yeah, let's use backslash.
It's not over
Okay.
yet. Here I come.
Sweetheart.
Stay focused.
Oh, come on.
Timing is everything. Remember that. We did it.
We're counting on you.
Come on, dodge this stun ban. Nice.
Split edge.
Dodge them both.
Fire.
Okay, so his HP's at like half right now, but he can kill me like instantly. Is the thing at any time in this fight. Yeah, this is the thing that's like the instant kills. So do I have my party gauge back from that last chain attack? Is the question. Okay, I have enough to revive him. I do have enough to revive him, and it looks like Charlotte's not gonna get hit by it because, you know,
Starting to look like a team.
she's on the side.
Come on, Charlotte. You
Okay.
are all doomed.
Okie doke. Why did that discourage Charlotte?
We haven't lost yet.
Come on. Get up. Encouragement all around.
I'm feeling it.
Alright, aggro off me, Shadow Eye. Maybe a little bit of a heal. What? Aggro stayed on me? Okay, there we go. This counts from the side. No, not quite. That sucks. Go after Dunban. He's using Blossom Dance. You want to go after him? He's using Blossom Dance. Come on! Okay, maybe I actually want this to stay on me because this will hit Charlotte too if he faces that way, I think. Right? Be better for it to just kill me than everyone. Sounds wacky. Alright, let's just use these arts from the front so that aggro stays on me. So that this doesn't hit anyone else. There we go, so somebody can pick me up. Dunban's getting a little stuck. Come on, Dunban.
We can rest later.
Okay.
Right, stay calm. It's not over.
I need a little bit of a heal.
Let's focus our efforts.
I don't know why I always say let's focus our efforts. But yeah, I've never tried the super bosses of this game, but let's see. Oh, me stink.
We haven't lost yet.
You need some encouragement. You're gonna encourage Charlotte too, looks like. There we go. Another vision.
Belong to you. You are.
It's going after Charlotte. The Honest Buster.
Sorry.
Well, let's just build a party gauge, I guess. Okay, so it's not gonna kill. There we go, we have a notch built up.
I see it.
I'm having another vision immediately?
Doesn't belong to you. You
Right after that first one, he's doing Mechonis Buster straight into Bionis Buster. Well, it won't kill anymore.
changing.
Get out of my way, then, man!
Take my hand.
Alright, let's go this way so it misses my allies. There. Okay, so it only hit me. Cool. Look, we're getting there. This is the time. Oh, but he's using World Reconstruct. Yeah, this could be the end of things. We're either gonna win here or lose here, I think. Okay, I inflicted break on them both so I can topple them both now. There. What are you gonna do now? Of course, it's that thing. A thing that just instant kills everyone.
Sorry.
I have a little bit of time now. Alright. Okay, let's give it some distance. Wait, he's going after me. Okay, that's good. So it'll only take out me rather than like all my teammates at once. There we go. So now somebody can revive me. But yeah, you only remember 2 super bosses. Yeah, I've never tried any of them. Okay, come pick me up then, man. Thank you. Okay, maybe I gave it a little bit too much distance. Oh, come on! I swear, if it's the crazy one-shot thing. Okay, that's manageable. It's still crazy, and like, I don't know what the heck to do about it, but it's at least slightly manageable. You know? At least a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna keep my distance here because I don't want to get hit by that too. Oh, don't kill. Don't kill. Heal.
You're really focused.
Alright, revive Charlotte first, please.
We haven't lost yet. All right, I'm feeling
Come on.
This isn't
Inspiration.
going well.
Inspiration all around. This could be the time.
We can definitely do
Okay, let's topple. Okay, I'll extend this topple. There we go. Oh, come on. Who's he targeting this time? Charlotte again? Why is he like Charlotte so much? Is it not gonna kill? Question marks? Huh. Interesting. Well, time to get over this way, I guess. Time to get behind him just for safety, just in case. Because you can never be too safe when it comes to this fight here. I need a little bit of inspiration. Another vision?
Future doesn't belong to you.
No!
Let's give it our all.
Please don't kill.
My rifle's getting hotter.
Okay, I'm actually gonna warn Charlotte for this one. Let's restore
Are you serious?
a great amount of HP to yourself so this isn't gonna kill anymore. Okay, we have over half his health down. This is the time. I feel it. I feel it. This time's the time. We can do it this time. As long as we don't make any dumb mistake or get screwed over by RNG. This time is the time. What, you're focusing on me now? That's rude, isn't it?
This isn't going well. I see it. The future doesn't belong to you. You are all doomed.
Okay, as long as it isn't the super crazy one-shot thing, this will probably still kill me. Yep.
Go on.
But we have some party gauge. Oh, oh, yes, yes, yes! Oh, we don't, yes! Oh, man.
How can you have visions? You no longer possess the Monado. I don't know. It comes from the bottom of my heart. It shows me my enemy. It reveals the future I must change.
The future we see is not set in stone. There are infinite possibilities based on the paths we choose. You should be well aware of this notion, for that is how you have always existed.
That is a right for gods, and gods only! Why should we care? What's important isn't whether you can see the future or not. It's the will to make a choice, and the strength to seize your destiny. Our time has come. Our destiny is our own! Can it be? A Monado?
It is not only you that has the right. Every living thing has the freedom to choose the path they walk. And that is the future.
A third Monado has appeared. How can this have happened? You are mere mortals!
Time to kick Zanza's ass.
Existence cannot be permitted.
Now we can finally start doing some damage. Aggro off me. Okay. So this whole game, it's been hinted at this whole time with Elvis saying you must find your Monado, the true Monado. Throughout this whole game. He's using World Reconstruct already. This whole game, Elvis has been saying if you want to change the future, you have to find the true Monado. The one true Monado. Then the future is yours. Yeah, I know, right? Now that we have this sword, look how much damage we're doing to the Zanza Guardians. Look at this.
Just one more left.
Look how much damage we're doing to Zanza.
This isn't going well.
Alright, time for a quick heal. Alright, let's do this. Now that we have the true Monado,
We're counting on you.
it's time to change the future.
Within you.
There we go.
Full force.
You're immune to daze, I think, right? Yeah, you are, but ah well. Okay. Alrighty. But yeah, so this here is Shulk's Monado. Through this whole game, we've been using Zanza's Monado, the red sword there, that he now has in his right hand. But now for the finale, we have the true Monado. Alrighty. Also, we don't want to.
We can definitely do this.
Okay, never mind. False alarm. I thought I was like, is something happening here? Alright. Alright, he used World Reconstruct, but he didn't summon the Zanza Guardians. Look how much damage we're doing. Ah, we're having another vision. Well, I guess we'll have to find out then. Honk. We'll find out soon enough here. Alright, here we go. Look, over half his health is already gone. Like, my goodness. Okay, then we topple. What, he was immune to topple this time? Alright. You missed! Alright. Yeah, my allies are still struggling, but look at the damage I'm doing. Never mind.
It's not over yet. Here I come.
Okay.
Soaring. The time is now.
Alright.
More.
Okay.
Let's try to extend this more and more.
Hey, not so fast.
Alrighty.
Got it.
Let's just go ahead and use Air Slash.
It's not
Alright.
over yet.
And now Blossom Dance.
In a world of strife. Against the odds.
Let's try to finish off Zanza.
Blossom dance.
Yeah, it's just second phase of this fight that you need to really worry about. Once you have the true Monado, the fight becomes easy, so it's only phase 2 that you really have to be scared about. Right? Might as well use this all now. Using Bionis Buster. But Ben's gonna dodge. I can't words. I can't formulate my words. Look how much damage we're doing. Look at this. This is the Monado's power. Let's finish it off with a chain attack. I can probably finish it off with a good old-fashioned backslash.
No, it cannot be. The power of a god cannot be overcome!
Zanza, this is the providence of the world. Even gods are merely beings restricted to the limited power determined by providence. That power, although great, is not unlimited.
That voice! Albus! How dare you disobey me! Ah!
I am Monado. I was here at the beginning, and I will proclaim the end.
But that's impossible.
Shulk, it is time for you to choose. Does this world belong to Zanza, or does it belong to you?
That is something I decided long ago. Ah! That symbol. Today, we use our power to fell a god, and then seize our destiny!
All that I am is fading. The memory of a god's existence, born from the chaos of creation. It is vanishing.
Where am I?
This is my home.
Your home? Let's begin the experiment. Whose voice was that?
It is Zanza, before he became a god, when he was simply a man of flesh and blood.
No! The results have not been confirmed! It's too dangerous!
And that voice? It's Mayneth. Ridiculous! It's perfectly safe. We are about to bear witness to the birth of a universe. Once, only a god could perform such a miracle. But today, mankind moves one step closer to the divine!
It was simple curiosity. The curiosity of a single man that destroyed the universe and created a new one. A new universe. Your world was born. And so, two gods came into existence. Zanza and Mayneth were lonely, so they created life in their own image.
And that was how we were born.
As the world advanced to each further stage, it was inherited by generations of different life forms. But over time, awareness of Zanza faded. Zanza feared this. In order to escape his own annihilation, he wished for a world in a perpetual cycle of destruction and recreation.
Bionis being filled with life, and the Telethia coming to wipe it out. It was all the will of Zanza.
It was. But the truth of the matter is that he longed for friendship.
His future, and our future. It might have been possible for them to coexist.
Correct. However, that time has passed. The old god was defeated by the new god that he himself created.
New god?
Yes. That is why I appeared before you, Shulk.
Alvis, what are you?
I am the administrative computer of a phase transition experiment facility, but that will mean little to you. To you, I am a machine. That is my original form.
Alvis?
This world is stagnant. It has expired. Therefore, I will ask you, its new god. What is your wish? Will you allow the world to continue to stagnate? Or will you allow it to evolve to the next level? The choice is yours to make.
I don't know. All I wanted to do was stop Zanza having his way, that's all. I cannot be a god.
Too right. You're great and all, but there's no way you're a god.
Everyone.
Look, don't worry, Shulk. None of us want to be gods anyway. And I don't really know what the future holds, but we just want to live our life as it comes.
Eating grub, sleeping, laughing, crying, sometimes arguing. Sounds all right?
Yes, he's right. And being with the ones we love, that's enough. Even so, we change little by little. Every day is a little different from the last. We do not know what the future will hold.
More fun not knowing. Ricky want to have fun.
Life's little surprises are what makes it great. We don't know what's going to happen. It's worrying sometimes, but it's also exciting. Don't you think?
Yeah. Isn't that called progress? Aren't we all continuously evolving? I'm not sure we need a more dramatic change than that.
Yeah. You're right. Little by little. Each day as it comes. That's how we should live. That's our world.
Forgive my presumptuousness, but I recreated their personalities from your consciousness.
Alvis, it sounds like you don't think I can make my own decisions. I'm supposed to be the god.
Apologies. However, I have good reason. This world has little time remaining if left in this state. Have you made your decision? The choice is yours, Creator. Tell me your decision for the future of this world.
I won't decide. The future should be decided by each and every person in the world. And so, what we wish for is a world with no gods!
Are you trying to kill me?
I'm really sorry, Colonel.
Sorry? What do you mean, sorry? Squat jumps around the entire colony, 50 laps, now!
Please, Colonel.
Ah yes, that's excellent. So, you can take the materials to District 4.
The restoration's coming along nicely.
Thanks to Melia and Vinea. The High Entia and Machina have some amazing technology.
We are happy to help. To live alongside one another in harmony. After all, I have no doubt this is what Lady Mayneth and Egil would have wanted.
Hear, hear. And may it last forever.
Dunban,
Fiora, what is it?
have you seen Shulk?
Oh, he just left. I don't know where he's gone, but he was with Ryan and the others.
Okay, thank you.
Fiora?
Yes?
It's nothing. Good luck.
If you're looking for Shulk, he is not here.
Amazing. It's like you've got eyes in the back of your head. What were you looking at? The sea?
I wasn't looking at anything in particular. If anything, Fiora, I was thinking. Thinking about the future that awaits us all.
Wow. You're so much more thoughtful than me.
Really? I don't think so. I was just answering your question.
But I know what you mean. You're right. We've been through a lot.
Yes. We have. I am grateful to all of you. It is because I met you that I experienced so much, and it is the reason I am here now.
Yes. We're happy you're here too. Thanks, Melia. For everything. I'm glad I met you.
And I you.
Yeah. Almost got it.
Ryan! Go, Ryan! Oh, Ricky really hungry.
Put your back into it, Ryan. Are you okay?
It's salty. What's up with the water being so salty?
Ryan, you're terrible at this. When was the last time you fished?
Ryan, bad fisherman. Ricky won't eat big fish.
Give us a break. You try next time, Furball.
Fishing is Ryan's job. Ricky's job is eating.
Hang on a sec. Isn't Oka gonna have a massive go at you if you don't go back to her with 14 fish to feed all your little pond?
Oh, Ricky forgot. Wifey pond very angry if not catch more fish.
It ain't me she's gonna be angry with.
No, Ryan, catch fish! Catch fish now! Oh, fish! Fish!
Here you are. The breeze feels so good.
It does.
What is it?
Oh, that hairstyle. It looks good on you, that's all. Yeah.
Really? Oh, I was thinking about growing it out, but... Hey, which do you prefer?
Both, of course.
Oh, come on. What am I supposed to say to that?
Sorry. Okay. It's great like that. Don't change it.
I'd forgotten what it feels like to do this. I wonder what the future has in store for us.
Who knows? I'm sure it will be full of ups and downs.
Ups and downs?
I don't know what the future holds. But that means I can imagine the possibilities. We can achieve anything we put our minds to.
Yeah. You're right.
Do you remember what the Monado, Alvis, said to us the last time we saw him?
Yes, of course.
Shulk
This new world is boundless. It is home to not only you, but many forms of life. I can see it. In this world, all life will walk towards the future, hand in hand.
One day, I hope I can meet them all. The people of this endless world.
Me too. We will. I know it.
We'll meet them. And whatever happens, we'll face our future together.
So, that was Xenoblade Chronicles then. What can I even say at this point? Like, that is some ending, you know? Like, that is some kind of an ending right there. It throws so much at you at once. So, first of all, Zanza wasn't always a god of this world. He was originally a researcher for this institution that was like floating around in space there around the orbit of Earth, and with the power at that institution there, where there was a computer there that managed the whole thing, which this hasn't been said anywhere here yet, but there was a computer that managed the whole thing. They were called the Trinity Processor that Elvis was a part of, and using that plus some other stuff that hasn't yet been explained but will be later in the series, Klaus was Zanza's real name. Klaus was able to recreate the universe. He was kind of dissatisfied with the current universe. Like, it doesn't really develop his character a whole lot of like I don't know what to call it, pre-Thanos snap, basically, of like pre-universe creation. It doesn't really develop his character there too much yet, but all we know is he was a researcher at this facility who essentially used the power of that facility, of this orbital ring that went around the Earth, in order to recreate the universe, to essentially destroy the universe that was there and create a new one. So he, as the one who had done that, and I guess Mayneth, who I guess was the last person who was in contact with him or something like that, after she had grabbed his arm, like the person who was closest to him there, both Klaus / Zanza and Mayneth were sent to this new universe that they had created on this new planet that was like nothing but boundless ocean, where they emerged from the ocean as the Bionis and the Mechonis. So, and then it was explained that they had created life and yada yada, created life in their image, and then countless generations went by, and then Zanza was like, oh no, people are forgetting about me. I should make a freaking system where I destroy all the life and make everything new again so that people keep on like believing me in me and stuff like that, because I need attention, stuff like that. And there is a part, like, he isn't, like, Zanza isn't nothing but merciless or anything like that. It develops him a little bit at the end there, because he genuinely does have a desire for friendship. Like, before Shulk got the true Monado at the end there, Zanza was offering Shulk to become his new disciple. He didn't need to do that. Zanza was in a position where he figures like, oh, I'm the freaking god of this world and I have both Monados in my hands. Like, there's nothing they can do. I can just like wave my hand and they're all gonna die. So there's no reason for him to do that. It's not like he's trying to do it as a way for him to win by taking Shulk over to his side. He's confident he's gonna win already. He offered for Shulk to become his new disciple because he genuinely desired friendship. So he basically used the excuse of like, oh, Shulk, you helped me get the second Monado in my hand. So you are more useful to me than any of my disciples, so I will make you my new disciple. You will gain eternal life and unimaginable power. And after Shulk had said no, he was like, that's disappointing. I had longed for friendship. And then he reveals like the other part of him that's like, but like granting intelligence to the life I made was a mistake, and a god shouldn't long for friendship, which Shulk completely disagreed with there. But yeah, there was a part, like, sure, Zanza was like super evil and stuff like that, but there was like a part of him deep down that really just wanted a friend in that world. And Shulk realized after he was talking to Elvis at the end there, like, oh, our world and his world, they could have coexisted. Like, he realizes after killing Zanza that he might not have actually needed to kill Zanza. They might have been able to find a compromise potentially. But, like, the chance for that went by, essentially. So yeah, as I said earlier, Zanza and Mayneth as the two kind of beings responsible for recreating the universe with start new game continuing from clear data. Nah, I don't really want to do a new game plus. But yeah, Elvis being machine though still doesn't sit right with you. You don't like that. To be more specific, he's part of a machine called the Trinity Processor, which we will learn more about later in this series. But yeah, so essentially Elvis was the Zanza and Mayneth, who were Klaus, and we don't know Mayneth's real name yet, were some of the researchers of that facility, with Klaus being responsible for actually doing the deed and Mayneth being the person who was like last in contact with them, while Elvis in a sense was like the facility itself. In a sense was like the, as he explains, I'm the administrative computer of a phase transition experiment facility, is what he explained. But that will mean little to you. To you, I'm a machine. In a sense, if you want to take just the facts of Xenoblade 1 as it is right now, in a sense, Elvis was the AI of that facility, the thing that actually made it possible to recreate the universe. So while Zanza/Klaus was the one that actually like pressed the button to freaking remake the universe, destroy everything and make it again, Elvis was the one who actually did it, since he's the AI there. And like, he's not just a computer that's doing what he's programmed to do. Like, he is literally a form of artificial intelligence. Like, he has emotions and stuff like that. He doesn't show it all the time. He very much has a bit of a divine overseer personality, so he doesn't show his emotions a lot of the time, but he does have emotions. If he didn't have emotions and was just a computer that did everything that he was told, then he wouldn't have disobeyed Klaus there at the end. He wouldn't have disobeyed Zanza at the end and wouldn't have given Shulk the chance to kill Zanza and make the world into a new place. He basically grew to like Shulk and was like, I want to see how this character develops, and I'll let the decision rest with him, and I'll like give him the tools necessary in order to do that. So in a sense, up to this point, we knew that there were the two gods of the world, the Bionis and the Mechonis, Zanza and Mayneth, but now at the end, to explain things all more clearly, there were three, and the third was Elvis. There were three gods of the world and three Monados, with each of them being the sword, like as we discussed earlier in this series. Like, Zanza is the Monado is Zanza. Like, he is the sword. Like, the sword is his spirit, in a sense. So the true Monado that Shulk was wielding at the end, that, in a sense, was Elvis. That was Elvis's sword. So, Zanza has the sword of the Bionis, Mayneth has the sword of the Mechonis, and Elvis has the very glowy, ghosty kind of Monado that he refers to as the true Monado, because he's the one that's actually in control of the whole universe there, since he was the one that made it in the first place. So, which also explains why Shulk with one Monado was stronger than Zanza with two Monados, because it was like the one true Monado that is in essence the being who actually created that universe in the first place. And you know, so Elvis the Machine granted Shulk the most powerful weapon ever again. Yeah, he basically did. He gave Shulk the tools necessary in order to change the future, in a sense. Like, if he was just a machine that was like just blindly following orders, then he would have done what Zanza wanted him to. So the theories that you were saying before, Han, about the reason that Shulk could have visions still, it was because of Elvis. So before, he could get visions because of Zanza and the Monado being like in his hand, and him being possessed, a dead body brought back to life by Zanza is why he was able to have visions, because it was a right granted to the three Monados of the world, Zanza, Elvis, and Mayneth. So after Shulk essentially dies from Zanza back on Mechonis there, and Elvis starts talking to him in his dream to see like if Shulk has the determination to change the world there, which he does. He basically says, you must defy fate to succeed, and the Monado awaits you. And Shulk asks, like, Elvis, are you? And Elvis is like, you know what I am, and you know what you must do. And that's when he says the Monado awaits you. And that's essentially when Shulk, who no longer has the Monado's power from Zanza, now has it from Elvis at that point, which even though he didn't have the Monado like physically anymore, he didn't have the actual sword anymore, he still had the spirit of a Monado in him, but it was a different Monado, which is why he was still able to have visions. So after he came awake there, it's how he was having visions and like countering all these Telethia's attacks, and Dixon was like, how did he read my movements? And how in the finale, Zanza was like, how are you having visions? How are you reading my movements? Because there was another Monado that was part of Shulk, and it was Alvis's Monado / the true Monado, the most powerful of the three. But yeah, when you said hologram, you weren't too far off. Yeah, he does have a physical form, but yeah, in a sense, his being is that of a computer, essentially. So yeah, and that also much earlier in the game, why Elvis was able to wield the Monado and show Shulk how to use Monado Purge. Makes sense, he was a Monado himself. Of course he'd know how to wield that freaking sword, and he's the most powerful being in the universe there. If you want to look at it one way, in a sense, Elvis was the one true kind of god of that world, whereas Zanza and Mayneth were kind of like lesser beings that had like a fraction of that power that would sometimes even have to use Elvis to do what they needed to do in a lot of cases, which is why Elvis was one of Zanza's trinity. His trinity of disciples, because Elvis is a more powerful being than Zanza, and Zanza would need to pretty much get Elvis to do a lot of this stuff that he needed him to do with it, like remaking the world, stuff like that. But like, I doubt Zanza would be able to do that. Yeah, in a sense, I guess you could call them demigods, something like that. Since, like, at the end of the day, Elvis is like the actual machine that created that whole universe, that whole world, and like managed the whole thing. So, like, from the player's standpoint, up to you if you want to decide that like Zanza and Mayneth had a ton of power themselves, or whether they were just asking Elvis to do their bidding whenever they needed like big tasks done, like creating life, like Elvis was explaining at the beginning of the game there. Because it would make sense that Elvis would have that power as the being who created that universe in the first place. Whereas Zanza and Mayneth are just kind of like the two beings who came along for the ride. But there also stands to question, what happened to all the other researchers in the facility? What happened to the Earth? Was that whole universe just destroyed? Is the Earth no more? Was everyone else just like killed, wiped out by the whole universe going bye-bye there? Or where'd they go? Because they didn't go to this universe. The only ones that went to this universe were Zanza / Klaus, since that's his real name, Mayneth, and Elvis as like the computer of that facility, in a sense. Like this, I'm trying to explain this in a way where I'm only using the information from Xenoblade Chronicles 1, because we haven't beaten Xenoblade Chronicles 2 yet. But essentially, this series, we're like halfway through chapter 7 of Xenoblade Chronicles 1 to Torna as a series overall, out of 10 chapters. And my original idea was like, oh, I'll just have both Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2 end at like chapter 10, because that'll make the most sense. But in chapter 7 of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is when the pieces start coming together, but only if you know the ending of Xenoblade Chronicles 1. Which is why I have Xenoblade Chronicles 1 end at the beginning of chapter 7 of this series. Because we will reach a part in chapter 7 where the pieces start coming together, but only for players who have seen the ending of Xenoblade Chronicles 1. Otherwise, it makes no sense, and it's like, what the heck was that? But yeah, so Elvis is a badass who can do anything with ease because he was a machine that created the entire realm and universe that needed activation, sort of. Both of the gods we knew of were given false lives, and in the end, one of them died for it. How, what? False lies. Like, they were still, like, gods of that universe. They both possessed Monados, which still, at the end of the day, are, as Zanza describes it, like, weapons of creation. Like, they still possess a lot of power. But, as Elvis was explaining at the end there to Zanza, he's like, Zanza, even gods are merely beings dictated by the limited power determined by providence or something like that. Their power, although great, is still limited. So he was basically telling Zanza, like, you're very powerful, but you're not, like, invincible. It's not like you could just do whatever you want by thinking it or anything like that. Like, Zanza and Mayneth were still, like, gods of that universe, but their power was their power was limited in a sense. Like, Alvis's power is limited as well, but he has, like, more reign over what's going on, as was shown by, like, you know, his Monado being stronger than Zanza wielding both his and Meyneth's Monados, with the true Monado being the most powerful of them all. You know? And yeah, so that is a pretty crazy ending to a pretty crazy game. I love how this game develops so much. Like, it starts out with the tale of revenge, stuff like that, where Shulk is literally bloodthirsty. He just wants to destroy all the Mechon, and that's his only aim, but his character grows so much. Like, Shulk is probably my favorite, like, main character development out of any game I've ever played, I would say. Like, the way his character develops is so fascinating. Like in the beginning Attack on Colony 9, for example, Shulk's literally yelling out, "Die" to Metalface and trying to kill him with everything he has. And then right before Metalface actually does die later in the game, he's the one that's trying to spare Mumkar from Dunban. There, where he's saying, "Face Mechon are not like the others. When we set out, I wanted to destroy all Mechon. That was my aim. But now, I know that there are people inside. I have to know why. What's the reason for all this? Why do Bionists and Mechonists have to keep on fighting? I have to find out why." Like, it's so brilliant how much his character develops like that, you know? But yeah, the gods weren't like gods. Essentially, like, they still had an insane amount of power over the universe, and they still possessed items that have the power of creation, stuff like that. Like, as Zanza was even describing much earlier in the game, the Monado can manipulate ether, the very thing that builds up all of the life in the world of this universe. Like, unlike the real world before the experiment happened and the world was recreated, which is like originally this world. So ignoring that, the new universe is a universe built completely of the stuff in the air called ether, and like builds up all life, or at least all the life on Bionis there. And as Zanza was explaining on Prison Island, he said the Monado gives the ability to manipulate ether, like the very substance which like forms the world. So if you master that, you basically master life. So they are still very godlike and powerful beings with these Monado, especially when he had both of them, both of the tools of creation. I don't even know if Zanza realized himself that Alvis had a Monado of his own, that he was a Monado of his own. Like, he seemed pretty surprised that there was a third Monado there at the end. Like, he seemed very convinced that there was just the two. He was like, "Can it be a Monado?" And he was flabbergasted. But yeah, Alvis was the one that was pretty much in control. But Zanza and Meyneth probably pretty much knew that Alvis was the one in control, considering that he was the computer that like recreated the universe. And that's probably also the reason why Zanza made Alvis one of his disciples. Like, he was one of the researchers that at the institution, all Alvis has ever really known, as long as he was managing that research facility, is do what, you know, Klaus is telling me to do, because he's the one doing the research in space there. I'm the freaking machine, I do what I'm told, and yada yada. So after the universe was recreated there, he essentially continued to serve Zanza as one of the Trinity, with the Trinity being Dixon, Lorthia, and Elvis. But yeah, to anticipate the next Xenoblade Chronicles 2 stream, absolutely. But yeah, why did Dixon and the other lady follow Zanza's disciples? I don't know why it was explained for Lorthia, but Dixon, he was explaining on Prison Island, it was for fighting. Like, Fiora was asking him his reason, and Dixon said, "Zanza just tells me where to fight, and I fight, and that's the way I like it." And Fiora was like, "That's your reason for fighting?" And Dixon was like, "It's the only reason." So, yeah, essentially, Dixon was just in it for, like, fighting and the thrill of the battle. Like, or as he was explaining right before he died, is he wanted the power of a god. Like, he was power hungry. So I imagine Lorthia was probably in a similar situation, wanting power. Stuff like that. But yeah, what made Zanza call them worthy of the title? They were just like the ones that essentially were his strongest disciples, and like the only ones that really followed him. Like, there were the Telethia that followed him, but they were like relatively like mindless, just following exactly what his orders were. Dixon, Lorthia, and Elvis were like the actual intelligent, like super intelligent beings under him that followed his orders and stuff like that, though Elvis wound up not following his orders at the end of the day, but they were essentially like his trinity of disciples, his like strongest, his best, stuff like that. But yeah, pretty much. And they were the ones that helped him ravage the Mechonists however many years ago. Like, in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, there's the events that happened 500 years ago, for example, with the original Aegis War, and there is a prequel story for that. It's Torna the Golden Country with the DLC for that. So it would have actually been really interesting if this game came out at a time where you could, like, download DLC, and imagine if there was an expansion pass for this game that had a prequel story just like Torna for Xenoblade Chronicles 2, except it talked about how there was, like, originally peace between the Bionis and Mechonists. And then Zanza all of a sudden starts going a bit crazy, and then, dang it, and then attacks the Mechonists. And what if you played as, like, Egil or something like that back then? That'd be a really cool prequel story. But, yeah, you knew Elvis wasn't on Zanda's side. You called that the second you saw it, yeah. Yeah, he very much acted of his own volition there. He may be a computer, but he still has emotion. Like, as little as he may hide it, and as little as his tone may say it, with his very much, like, divine overseer kind of tone that he had, where it wasn't exactly monotone, but it didn't have as much vibrant emotions as most characters, because he's a computer at the end of the day. But he still developed a personality of his own. He was an artificial intelligence. Like, he's self-aware, he's stuff like that. Like, he is a being of his own. He's an artificial intelligence. But yeah, sure, DLC was a thing at this generation, but Nintendo didn't do that for the Wii. But yeah, a sentient computer, scary stuff there. Yeah, that's kind of what they needed, though, for the stuff that they were researching in space there. For the research that they were doing, they kind of needed a big powerhouse to avoid any accidents. Too bad what Zanza did wasn't an accident and he did it purposefully. But yeah, and this is where it's asking if you want to start New Game Plus. New Game Plus basically means you can go through the whole story again if you want, except instead of Shulk having like the regular Monado that he has through the whole story, he has the true Monado through the whole story, and like all your progress carries over. But unlike Xenoblade Chronicles 2, there's nothing new with New Game Plus apart from the fact that he has the true Monado the entire time, without realizing that he has the true Monado, because it's not like the cutscenes change or anything like that. So yeah, if you do New Game Plus, then you can take on like the super bosses and stuff like that with the true Monado, because in a regular playthrough you can't have the true Monado outside of the final boss fight, since that's the only time Elvis gives it to you. So like, the New Game Plus is the one way to like actually be able to do regular stuff around the world in the game with the true Monado. But yeah, the reason why you still think Shulk should be absolutely SS tier in Smash, canonically, if he was as strong as he was at the end of this game, he'd just be able to like annihilate anybody in the whole Smash cast. He'd probably be able to annihilate Gleam in Smash Ultimate if he had the power that he does at the end of this. It's also really funny Shulk in Smash Bros, considering he has the original Monado. It'd be really cool if Shulk had various different weapons of his in Smash Bros, like the Monado 1, the Monado 2. Imagine if he could wield the Monado 3 that Zanza had, even though he never wields it in this game. Imagine if he could have the true Monado, or any of the Monado replicas, or their recolors, stuff like that. But no, he just has the first Monado, meaning that Smash Bros Shulk is before Prison Island when the Monado gets released and becomes the Monado 2. So Smash Bros Shulk has to be pre-Prison Island Shulk. Meaning Shulk was in the middle of this adventure to take revenge on the Mechon, and he's like, wait, there's something I have to do first. I have to go be in Smash Bros. You know? Also, it doesn't make any canonical sense in Smash Bros, but it doesn't have to. Like in his final Smash, for example, the people that help him in his final Smash to, like, take out his opponent are Dunban, Ricky, and Mecha Fiora. So Fiora as a Mechon. But there is no point in the story when Mecha Fiora is a part of your party and Shulk has the first form of the Monado. It doesn't happen. It never happens in the story. So yeah, fun fact, Shulk in Smash Bros is a literal canonical impossibility. Mostly because of the fact of his final Smash, there being Mecha Fiora there, which is never on his side while he has that form of the Monado that he has in Smash Bros. Because he has the Monado 2 at that point. The unshackled version after Monado released it. And yeah, he could delete Galeem. If he had the true Monado there, the future was literally his just to decide what he wanted to do with it, pretty much. Yeah, it'd be really cool if he could have the true Monado in Smash Bros. But I guess they didn't want to do like any Xenoblade spoilers of any kind, which is why there's no Monado 2 or true Monado or Monado replicas or anything like that. But yeah, also there's the stage Gower Plains in Smash Bros, which shows the Mechonis in the distance. Which also, by the end of Shulk's journey, both the Mechonis and the Bionis are destroyed. Like, they're still living on, like, the remains of the Bionis, just, like, chilling in the ocean there. But, like, right as Zanza, like, awakens out of Shulk is when he destroys the Mechonis. So, fun facts considering the stage for Smash Bros. But yeah. Yeah, Shulk's final Smash could have been done better. It's underdeveloped now that you've watched this playthrough. Yeah, imagine at first final Smash he summons like the true Monado. Like Alvis bestows the true Monado upon him and he freaking just deletes his opponent by being like, and so what I wish for is a world with no Bayonetta, and then freaking dead. No, I don't know. But yeah, it would have been really cool if he could have his true Monado in Smash Bros, but I get that they don't want to spoil Xenoblade. And 2, if he was wielding the true Monado in Smash Bros, like, canonically, he'd probably just be going around one-shotting all the other fighters, you know? You know? So, might not be the best thing ever there, but still would have been neat. And the true Monado is also so different from, like, his regular Monado there. Like, something I love about the Monado 1 and the Monado 2 is the fact that it looks like something that could really exist. Like, it looks like something that could be real. Like, even at the beginning of the game when Shulk and Dixon are discussing the Monado, Shulk's like, the center part is made of multi-layered glass, each layer being a symbol. Or like the whole fact that it opens up and it looks like the two sides of it is what channels the beam. It looks like something that could be real one day, so that's so cool. And then like Zanza grabs it and then it doesn't look like something that could be real anymore, as he just makes it like a giant sword that doesn't have a beam come out of it anymore. It doesn't look like something scientifically possible anymore, you know? But yeah, I love that as final Smash line. On my old YouTube channel, way before I became a streamer, I made like a couple funny Smash videos. And there was this one match that I had in Smash 4 where this DDD SD'd twice. So, right before the first time he SD'd, I had it cut to the cutscene in Xenoblade Chronicles where Zord's saying, the true power of the Monado, and Shulk's looking at the Monado and he's like, true power, and then it cuts back to Smash Bros and it shows DDD killing himself, and then I taunt in game saying, this is the Monado's power. That's the only time I would taunt if somebody SD'd, because it's so hilarious to me for somebody to take their own life and then Shulk say, this is the Monado's power, you know? But, and then it cuts to later in the match, and DDD is about to SD again, and then it cuts to the end of the game here, and Shulk's like, and so, what we wish for is a world with no King DDD. And then DDD SDs again. There were some interesting videos I made back then. But yeah. Now, I'm pretty sure it was just multi-layered glass. But yeah, one of the Buster Sword, you want one of this sort? What, the true Monado or the Monado 3 that, like, Zanza was wielding? Because the true Monado isn't a half-bad sword, you know? Like, we only get to see it briefly since it's only at, like, the end of the game. Can I have a link to that video? I could probably find it. Like, we only get to see that sword at the end of the game, but it's pretty neato looking, you know? So it's like the original Monado, which looks like that, and it still is really cool. But yeah, the true Monado is almost divine looking. Oh wait, this is the one I wanted to click on. But yeah, so essentially, dang, I'm like bumping things. Essentially there were 3 gods of the world. Zanza as the Bionis with the sword of the Bionis, Mayneth as the Mechonis with the sword of the Mechonis, and Alvis is like basically the divine overseer of the whole thing with his own Monado, is essentially what it is. What's going on there? But yeah, Monado, the one that Shulk wields, because yeah, there's 3 forms of that. There's the Monado 1, which is the original one that he has. There's the, like, When you say the one that Shulk wields, I assume you mean that one. Because that's the closest thing to Shulk's Monado. When it comes to the one that he wields through most of the game, there's like the original form, the more streamlined version, and then the one where Zanza takes it, and it's like, it doesn't look like something really possible anymore. Like, it no longer opens for a blade. It just looks like a freaking massive Buster Sword thing. But yeah, I saw that as the live notification of Discord. Yeah, I wanted to finish it off with, like, something that represented the whole thing. Like, I figured, like, should I post this with my going live message for the final part? It's a little bit spoilers showing Elvis with that. But in a sense, this basically represents the universe of Xenoblade 1. Zanza's the Bionis, Mayeth the Mechonis, and Elvis is like the overseer of like the whole thing, is what it is. And I guess he took a liking to Shulk, and I love how he just gives, something I really like about Elvis is he doesn't like directly betray Zanza and it's like, hey, I'm gonna like fight against you. He just gives Shulk the tools necessary to make his own decisions. He never tells Shulk like, go defeat Zanza, like you can do it. He just tells Shulk the information he needs, gives him the tools that he needs, and just like the computer that he is, he just kind of is like a divine overseer for the whole thing and just kind of watches what happens, sees what the course of fate is, you know? He never like directly intervenes, he just makes it a fair playing field in a sense. Is what it is. One of the true Monado and the Buster Sword replicas on your wall. They make one of the Buster Sword. Now to find one of the true Monado, it'd be difficult to find that, especially considering it's like a see-through, like ghosty thing. But yeah, I do like the streamlined Monado too. If I could have on my wall any one of the Monados, it would probably be the Monado 2 here, like the streamlined version of it, because it looks like something that could really exist, like the two sides, like channeling the beam in the center, rather than this thing where like the whole thing is like the blade. But yeah, someone made like a necklace thing of it, and see, that's really cool looking actually. I really like that. But yeah, also, hold on, can I find this here? Something really interesting, as I was mentioning earlier. So on Prison Island, back in that part of the game, back in chapter 3 of this series, when Shulk's Monado goes from being the Monado 1 to the Monado 2 after he frees Zanza and unlocks the power of the Monado there, this symbol that appears in there, like, typically you would think when a new symbol appears there, it's gonna unlock a new Monado art, but it doesn't. Instead, it's just a symbol there for the sake of being a symbol. What this symbol means is person or individual, is what it represents. So now that Shulk has the like true power of the Monado, he's now able to like shape himself into his own person or individual, I guess. Like, that's basically what it means there. But then later in the game, so that symbol means person or individual. Then it doesn't want to show me the, I guess maybe it's that? I don't know. But the symbol that appeared during the finale there, when Shulk was getting like all of his strength there, and Zanza was like, that symbol, the symbol that appeared in the true Monado, is the symbol for God. So this symbol means individual or person when he unlocked the power of the Monado from Zanza, but when he got his own Monado, when he had the true Monado, his own Monado, the symbol there meant God. So, you know, a bit of an upgrade. So there's some really interesting little bits like that. Yeah, that's also a very good way to put it. Yeah, he evolved from a person to a god. By the end of the game, he was like the one god of the world. So, like, there's really cool things like that that you would normally, like, never notice, you know? So it's really cool like that. It's something you wouldn't normally notice. But yeah, apparently that's what those symbols mean, individual or person. And then that symbol means God. I don't know if that's the actual God symbol. This might just be showing a generic symbol right here in this art. But whatever the symbol was that showed in that final cutscene, whether it's this, whether it's not, I think it was that, I'm not sure. That's what it means. Oh, is this actually it here? Oh yeah, that is. Is that the same symbol there? Okay, yeah, that is it. So, yeah, the different Monado arts here. Like, in the main game, we have Buster, Shield, Speed, Purge, Enchant. We didn't get Armor or Eater, because those are ones that you can get through, like, complicated side questing that I guess I didn't want to go through. But if we had done all the side questing we could in the game, we'd unlock Armor and Eater, or additional Monado arts. And then Cyclone was like the last one that we unlocked. And then these ones are the 2 Smash Bros. Exclusive ones. Like, those don't exist in Xenoblade Chronicles. And then these ones aren't actual Monado arts that you use. The only Monado arts that you can use in battle are these 8 here. Then these 2 are Smash Bros. Ones. And then these ones that are ones that only appear during cutscenes, with this one meaning person, and this one meaning God. Is essentially what it is. Oi, play the music again. But yeah, so in the regular game, you get 6 Monado arts, which are those 6, but you can get those 2 from side questing. And then Smash Bros. Ones, and then strictly for story purposes ones, and like symbolism ones. But yeah. Also, with these different Monado arts, like Armor, Eater, Cyclone, stuff like that, when it comes to this 1-2 Torna series, may not be the last we've seen of them. I'm gonna throw that detail out there. But yeah, I think they're Japanese. I'm not actually sure, but I think they are. If I had to guess, that's what I'd say. But yeah, and I actually saw something on that. Tacos, yeah, it's really interesting how much like symbolism like that they throw into this. Like, it's so well thought out. But yeah, so that's some of the symbolism behind Xenoblade Chronicles 1, I guess. I mean, I can hit yes here just for fun. So this is what happens in New Game Plus, I guess. Or kanji? I wouldn't know. You can play the game from the beginning using items gained in your previous playthrough. All your party members' abilities are carried over. Some items can be carried over, some cannot. So, I like the idea of New Game Plus because this is a game that's like best experienced when played twice, because then you notice all the little details and hints you didn't the last time. But yeah, that's essentially the stuff that you can like carry over. And yeah, the true Monado. Shulk now holds his true Monado, so he will not receive the Monado again in subsequent playthroughs. If you clear the game again, the Monado will automatically carry over to your next playthrough, provided it is equipped. If it is not equipped when you finish the game, you must choose to carry it over or it will be lost forever, because good game design, you know? So you have to make sure that you're actually carrying it, or else he's not going to be wielding it in New Game Plus. But that's why if you look up cutscenes of the game online on like YouTube, you'll see this sword in a lot of cutscenes. It's because they're doing New Game Plus, so Shulk wields that. So yeah, that's the true Monado there. Alvis's Monado. But yeah, we're not gonna see the last of who. I didn't say any characters, but I was saying of the arts here, at least of specific arts. Like Eater, Cyclone, Armor. Maybe Shield and Buster, I don't quite remember. But yeah, so that was Xenoblade Chronicles there. We're not quite done with this series yet, because we still have the rest of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and Torna to do. But when it comes to Xenoblade Chronicles on its own, that's it for Xenoblade Chronicles 1. And that's it there. This game almost didn't come to the West at all. It was due to like a group of people that were like rallying up, like mostly for like 4 games to come to the West, but they were, I forget what they were called, but there was basically like this group that formed together that was basically yelling at Japan, don't make your games exclusively over there, bring them here as well. So yeah, that's why the game was brought over essentially, but they only made limited copies and it was only at GameStop that you could get it, is the thing. Feel like we're not going to see the last of that person or god symbol. No, it is the last we're going to see of that though. We don't see those symbols again. Falcon Hunt you have? Well, sorry to disappoint you then. We unfortunately do not see those again. But yeah. But yeah, so there was only like a limited amount of copies of this that was made. And only for GameStop. And also, it's so funny looking at Shulk with like his, you know, canon art of the regular Monado. Considering, you know, it's a freaking evil sword who's possessed him and wants to destroy everything, you know? Also, what does the back of the game here even say? Wield the blade, claim the Monado, an ancient weapon with the power to reveal the future, and lead the charge against a vicious army of mechanical invaders. Set out for distant horizons and discover the secrets of a land with a mysterious past. Witness events before they unfold and fight to change the future as the ultimate sword becomes your ultimate ally. That is the biggest lie I have ever seen on the cover of any game ever. as the ultimate sword becomes your ultimate ally. Well, I guess if you take it another way, I guess you could say that that refers to Elvis's Monado. But, like, looking at the back of that thing, you would think that it would mean the sword that's on the freaking thing. The actual Monado. Because the ultimate sword here becomes your ultimate enemy in this game. Plot twist there. But yeah, I guess that can mean Elvis's Monado. As the ultimate sword becomes your ultimate ally. I guess that can still be the truth if you're considering it Elvis's Monado. But if you're talking about the regular Monado, that is such a lie on the back of the game cover. Also, this copy of the game here is sealed. I'm gonna leave it that way. Xenoblade Chronicles. Is it cracked here or something? That sucks. Or is that just a thing with the case? I don't even know. Or with the wrapping, I don't know. But yeah. More the guy who wields it, but he is the sword. Zanza is the Monado. So it is the sword. So that is completely false there, Tacos. It is the sword that becomes the enemy. Because what the Monado is Zanza. Zanza isn't just a guy who wields the sword. It's not like it's just his sword and he's wielding it. That is his spirit. That's how he killed a Shulk when he was a kid, even though he was sealed away at Prison Island, because he was the sword. If he wasn't the sword, he wouldn't be able to do that. And he wouldn't be able to possess Shulk then and there. The sword would have been just chilling on its own while he was sealed away on Prison Island, unable to do anything. But because he is the sword, he was able to have that power there. To kill Shulk and all of his group, and then revive Shulk by becoming his life force, essentially. But, yeah. That's Xenoblade Chronicles. When it comes to my favorite story that I can stream through and share, that'd be Pokemon Mystery Dungeon 2. Like, that game is such a soul-healing game. It's a story that makes me feel like my life is better for having experienced it. It's such a heartwarming story with such a bittersweet ending. But when it comes to highest quality story that I can share, out of all the games I've played, this is the best one I've got up my sleeve. So yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 story is really good as well. But, like, in general, as a whole, when it comes to, like, not including new releases, like, there have been some new releases that I've played that have been incredible, like Octopath Traveler as an example, where it's like, whoa, this is great as I play it for the first time. But when it comes to me looking at that shelf and being like, what game should I play? That would be like something really incredible to share. Xenoblade Chronicles is the best thing I've got up my sleeve. That's the honest truth. But yeah, so now what? Now I'm gonna call the stream is what we're gonna do. And yeah, hope everybody enjoyed this series on Xenoblade Chronicles. It took over 4 months to get through this game, and this series of 1-2 Torna still isn't done yet. But we should be able to get through it before Fire Emblem 3 Houses, because I know I'm gonna commit to that hard when it's out. But yeah, it feels weird to be done with this as well. Considering, like I said, this is the best thing I've got at my sleeve. This and PMD. This and Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, this is the best thing I've got at my sleeve. So it's kind of, you know, interesting for this to be over. Like, the overarching series isn't over yet, because there's still Xenoblade 2 and Torna. But we're getting there. We're in Chapter 7 of Xenoblade 2. We're getting there. We're almost there. But yeah. Enjoyed this series? Well, this game so far. Yeah, I love how it handles the story so much. Like, there's so many games, like take Legend of Zelda, for example. It's like, you're the chosen one, Link. You're the only one who can wield the Master Sword. Only you can use it to banish evil. And then take this game, it's like, oh, Shulk, you're the chosen one. You're the only one who can wield the Monado to destroy the Mechon. Yeah, he's the chosen one, alright. The chosen one to get screwed over and killed by his sword, who really wants to destroy all the life and recreate the universe again. It's such a fresh story like that. It's something unexpected. Like that plot twist. Like, it's such a brilliant plot twist, finding out that you've basically been serving the bad dude all along. It's so brilliantly designed because it doesn't feel like it comes out of nowhere. There are some plot twists in some stories where it's like, oh, that's out of nowhere. Where did that come from? Whereas in this, it's literally hinted at so much. And as you're coming up to Egil, like in Agniratha there, Shulk is literally finding out what an evil person Zanza was. He's like, should I even be using this sword anymore? What the heck? Is this okay? And like, it pushes you towards that so much, but once it actually brings you to the plot twist and that tipping point, it's like such a major revelation, and that's where it gets so real. And like the villain through most of this story, which is Egil, is so brilliantly designed. Like there's too many stories where it's just like, aha, I'm a big bad because I want to do evil things and I want to get power. And then there's Egil, who originally set out on his journey for the same reason as Shulk, essentially. He was just living his peaceful life on the Mechonis until one day the Bionis attacked and killed a whole bunch of his people, and Zanza was sealed away, but Egil swore that he would destroy Zanza for doing what he did, and also, he genuinely believed that he was going to be saving the world by destroying the evil god. And as Zanza and Egil had both explained, the people of Bionis had served as Zanza's food as like a way to sustain him, which is why Egil was targeting the people of Bionis and like attacking the towns and stuff like that. And in some cases dragging them back to Mechonis and turning them into Mechon, both to be immune to the Monado and also giving them a second chance at life. So it's such a fresh story to have a villain who genuinely believes that they're doing the right thing and genuinely believes that they're doing this to save the world, and is, you know, a selfless character like that. To have a protagonist who grows so dramatically. Like, would you ever expect in a game with like Nintendo plastered on the front for the main character in the first real conflict to be yelling out "die" at the current main antagonist, which at the beginning of the game was Metalface? Like, it's just something you wouldn't expect growing into the character he becomes at the end. And also to have like such a twist on the like chosen one archetype that is rarely ever done in like any story. Like, this story in general is just like the definition of such a breath of fresh air when it comes to storytelling, not just in games, but in like all media in general, whether it be books, movies, or games. When it comes to just telling a story at all, it's such a breath of fresh air. And that's why I love this game. And why I'd say when it comes to stories, this is the highest quality story in a game I've ever played. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon 2 is my favorite story because it had the most personal effect on me and it's like the most heartwarming. But when I'm looking at at games just for like the quality of the story as a whole, this is the highest quality story I know in any game, in my opinion. And if anybody told me this is the best game of all time, they could very well be right, honestly. They could very well be right. Like, there's several games that I rate over this one, but, you know, arguably. But yeah, indeed. But yeah, I don't know what else I can say about this here. There's so many little hints that I love throughout this game, like the beginning after Colony 9 was attacked, where Shulk's like, in my head, there are two versions of me. One of them's telling me, listen to what Dunban said. The other's saying to destroy them all. So many little hints like that. It's so brilliant, which is why I love subsequent playthroughs of this game, because you notice little things like that along the way. And you notice, even this playthrough, I noticed something I never noticed on previous playthroughs. I noticed the symbolism of his dreams, finally. Finding out that, like, the other younger version of himself there basically embodies Zanza. As I explained earlier. Like, it's so brilliant. But yeah, I don't really need to create a new game plus. But choose up to 3 weapons you would like to carry over. But, I mean, I could show just, like, creating it, I guess. In, like, a random save slot. So yeah, so essentially when you make a new game plus here, why am I doing the zigzaggy? You essentially dang it! Whatever, I'm not serious about this anyway. You know what? Bam. I'm not serious about this anyway. Bam, that one chest piece. And then freaking bada bing bada boom. And then we boopity boppity. And I'll just like save into the last slot, I guess, or something. Bam, that. Materials, yeah, it gives you a bunch of options for stuff to carry over. If I ever felt spicy and actually wanted to... Whoops. Wait. Starts me here again. Can I just not? Okay, I'm just gonna close the game then. But essentially, you can start a new game plus and have the true Monado throughout like the whole story and post-final boss, unlike this. So yeah, I'm going to call this stream here. I look forward to being able to continue with this series in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, where the story continues to build. And yeah, so thanks everybody so much for stopping by and hanging out for this incredibly long series. My goodness, that technically isn't even done yet, but I'm kind of treating it like it is. And yeah, so until next time then, see ya.